Welcome to the Unapologetic Mompreneur, the podcast for mums with an online business who are ready to take back their time, home, business and self so they can restore the balance and thrive, both at home and at work, without feeling like they have to choose between the two. I'm your host, Sarah Dew, life and biz coach for mompreneurs. I'm also a mum, stepmom, wife, introvert, breast cancer survivor, and your mentor for making a change for the better. I've learned how to go from surviving to thriving and unapologetically create a business I love and the life I want for me and my family without worrying about what other people think. And now I'm here to help you do the same. Because being an unapologetic mompreneur doesn't mean that we're selfish or that we don't care about others. It simply means that we are not afraid to show up as our true, authentic selves, to step into our purpose, do what we know is right for ourselves and the ones we love, and take the steps we need to take to make our dream life and business a reality. Join me each week where I'll be sharing all of my best tips and strategies, plus the occasional dose of tough but gentle love to help you feel empowered, motivated, and confident to take action so that you can become the mum, wife, biz owner, and woman you know you are meant and deserve to be. So, are you ready to unapologetically create a business and life you love? Let's do this. Hey there, and welcome to episode 14 of the Unapologetic Mompreneur podcast. With the year almost over and the holidays being just around the corner, and us winding up things in our businesses for the holiday season, now is a great time to spend some time to do a little bit of a end of year review, to take stock of how things went this year, to look at what we did and didn't accomplish, and think about what you would like the next 12 months to look like for you, both in your business and in your personal life and with your family and at home. And so for today's episode, I want to share with you 5 of my favorite areas as a mompreneur to review so that you can get super clear on what you want and set yourself up for New Year success. Now, if you love doing end of year reviews like this, or you've thought about maybe doing an end of year review, but you don't really know what questions to ask yourself, I have something that is going to help you. It is my best year yet journal, and it is packed full of questions to help you review your year and look back and reflect upon the things that you have been doing over the last 12 months, the things that you did and didn't accomplish, and how you felt. It really helps you get a better understanding of what has brought you to where you are now and what you want going forward and into 2024. And then the journal prompts in it will guide you through setting goals that are in line with your hopes and dreams so that you can set yourself up for your best year yet. You'll find the link to go and get yourself a copy of that in the show notes. And better still, if you want to take it all to another level, is to go and get my Crush Your Goals planner, because that is the ultimate planner for setting and achieving your goals. It includes all of the questions that are in the Best Year Yet journal, but more than that, also helps you figure out and strategize what your goals should be for next year, and to actually then start mapping them out and figuring out the steps that you want to take. If you're tired of spinning in circles and stuck in the planning stages of goal setting, that goal planner will really help you to crush your goals like a pro every single time. You'll find the link for that in the show notes too. So let's dive in and take a look at the 5 of my favorite areas that I love to review this time of year that I think you should definitely do too. The first area to review is your goals. What goals did you set yourself back in January, both in your business and in your life generally? What personal goals were you wanting to accomplish that you thought about doing? And what goals were you wanting to achieve and had set yourself in your business? Where are you with those? Spend some time thinking about how you've done with your goals this year. Have you made the progress that you wanted to? What do you still need to do to accomplish them? And best of all, most importantly, is are they still resonating with you? Because January was a long time ago and things change in our businesses and our life circumstances change. And sometimes the goals that we set ourselves back at the beginning of the year no longer resonate with us. So I love spending this time of year taking some time to check in where I'm at with my goals. And if they no longer resonate with me, then I know it's time in January to set something different and let that goal go. And that's something that we can find hard sometimes, that when we're looking at our goals and we're thinking that, hey, I set this, I really should be accomplishing this. And so we push and push and push, or we feel guilty and we beat ourselves up that we're not working on it and not focusing on it instead of just letting it go. So during looking at your goals, have a look at where you're at and what you've accomplished, what you haven't accomplished, why you feel like it might be, what has been coming up for you that maybe has been getting in the way, and just think about where you're at with your goals so that going forward, you can think about what new goals you want to set on and what your targets and things in your business and in your personal life you would like them to be in the new year. The second area to review is your business in general. So in addition to looking at the goals that you set and the projects that you were working on in your business, is just to review how your business in general is doing and how you feel about your business. What projects have you been working on that has brought you joy? What projects and what things that you have launched, products and services, have had the biggest impact and the biggest revenue for you? What have you enjoyed working on, and what has caused you stress and frustration? What projects or services offerings have you got that just don't light you up anymore? And how are you spending your time in your business? Are you working on the things that are moving the needle forward? Are you working on things that are just making you feel busy? And are you working on things that you want to work on? How has your business been doing in general? And what kind of things would you like to see going forward in the new year? The third area to review is your routines. As a mompreneur, we have so much going on and we are juggling running a business with all things life and home, running around looking after our kids, doing the school runs and everything else in between. That one of the best ways to stay on track and feel like we are kind of crushing it most days at least is routines. It is something that I totally swear by. And working with my clients one-on-one is one of the first things that we look at and tackle to see what's going on behind the scenes that we can do to then tweak and make sure that they are helping us do everything else kind of on autopilot, and especially at home, helping home run like a well-oiled machine is making sure that our routines are still working for us. So by reviewing the routines, you can have a look at all the different routines that you have. Do you have a morning routine or an evening routine about getting things done around the house, meal planning and prepping, all of the sort of things? What routines do you have currently, and are they working for you? If they're not, how can you tweak them? What can you do to them that will make your life easier to manage and just give them a bit of a refresh? And then equally, are there any new routines that you can create that will make life easier? Maybe you don't have a meal planning routine at the moment, and maybe doing something like that would actually help take away some of that 5 p.m. stress of looking in the cupboard thinking, what on earth am I going to cook for dinner each night? Maybe you don't have a housework routine yet, and actually having something like that would help. Spend some time reviewing your routines and asking yourself if they are working for you, and if not, how you can tweak them. Now, I've got an episode coming up in a couple of weeks' time that dives much deeper into this, where I will be sharing 5 of the routines that every mompreneur needs and the 5 routines that help me stay on the straight and narrow. So we'll be diving a lot deeper into routines in general. If it's something that you want a little bit of extra help with, keep an eye out for that episode, which will be coming out in a couple of weeks' time to help you get set up and running for the new year. In the meantime, if you want a little bit of extra help with your routines, go and check out my Rock Your Routines masterclass. It breaks down the 5 different routines that I will be sharing in a couple of weeks' time, and it helps you just put them together and figure out creating them in a way that will work for you. It's a super short masterclass, but mighty powerful, with a great little workbook that goes along with it to help you design and create routines that work for you. And just like the Crush Your Goals planner and the Best Year Yet journal, you will find the link to go and get that Rock Your Routines masterclass in the show notes. Area number 4 that I like to review this time of year and always suggest that my clients check in with as well is your boundaries. If you feel like you never have any time for yourself, or that you are pulled every which way, that your diary is bursting at the seams and you feel like you just never get anything done, or that you never have time to spend quality time with your kids without thinking about the next thing you need to be doing, it might be time to review your boundaries. Especially as we head into the new year, how do you want your year to look and how do you want to spend your time? By reviewing your boundaries, it can really help you get super, super clear on what matters to you most, what you're saying yes to, the current commitments that you have, and even down to how many hours you're working on your business a week. Take a look at your boundaries and just spend some time reviewing each of them. Is there anything you'd like to let go of? Is there any commitments that you really don't want to go on forward in the new year? And rein your boundaries in where needed. A really good way of doing this is taking some time to look at how you are spending your time. What is taking up the majority of your time? When you come to go and do things and commitments, what is making you feel stressed or feeling like you don't want to be doing that? Is it something that you can let go of going into the new year? And then spend some time reviewing just boundaries in general, with boundaries with friends and family, boundaries with your kids, and boundaries with yourself as well. Are you making your well-being a priority? Which brings us on to area number 5. Area number 5 to review this time of year is yourself. Don't forget to check in on yourself too. We can spend lots of time reviewing our goals. We can spend time looking at our business and what's going on in our business, what's going on at home and our routines and all of that stuff. But if we're not spending some time checking in on ourselves too, that's when things can start to fall and we can start to feel burnt out. It's super important to check in on yourself too, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And you can't be the best version of yourself, both as the boss of your business and as a mum, if you're not taking care of yourself too. And I'm not just talking about bubble baths and yoga, although they're great too. I mean taking care of your mental, your physical, and your emotional needs too. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you nourishing your body with healthy fruits, vegetables, fats, and oils? Are you getting enough exercise and moving your body? And what about your personal growth too? Because that matters too. Is there areas of your self-care and just looking after yourself generally that you would like to improve on, or that you would like to do more of heading into 2024? Remember, you need to take care of you too. And I know it can be hard sometimes, and we can feel like, and we're made to feel like, especially as mums and being busy trying to do all of the things, that self-care is indulgent and selfish, but it is not. There is nothing more selfless than taking care of ourselves too. And so when you're doing your end of year reviews, make sure that you spend some time reviewing the things that you are doing for yourself too, so that you can pour into yourself coming into the new year. So there you have it, the 5 areas to check in on and review this time of year as the holiday season approaches and Christmas almost being upon us and the end of year coming up. And we start thinking about how things have gone and what we want going forward into the new year. Spend some time reviewing these 5 different areas of your life to help you get super clear on where you are at now, so that you can then start thinking about what matters most to you going forward and the kind of goals that to set in your personal life and in your business for 2024. The 5 areas again are your goals, your business, your routines, your boundaries, and yourself. And if you want help reviewing your year, make sure you go and grab my Best Year Yet journal, because that has all of the different questions in there that will really help you dive into how things have gone, what you liked, what you didn't, what progress you made, what you didn't get done, and digging into the reasons why, and to then just really come up with some ways of what matters to you most going forward, so that you can set the goals that really, truly resonate with you in the coming months. And that's exactly what we'll be talking about in the next episode, because now you've done the groundwork, you've paved the way, you've spent some time reviewing what's gone on in the last year, and you're much clearer on where you are at now. You are then ready to start thinking about and setting yourself up for a new year's success. And that's what we're going to cover in the next episode. So if you haven't subscribed to the podcast already, go do that now, so that you know as soon as this episode comes out, and you will be able then to take everything that you have done with this episode, doing this review of all the different areas of your life, and using that to help you prep for New Year success. I would love to hear from you how your review has gone. Jump on Instagram, find me over at the Unapologetic Mompreneur. Come and send me a DM. Better still, come and join the Facebook group, and I would love to see you there on the inside, and we can chat about all of those things too, and just share what you've done for your review and what you found for this year and what you're looking forward to most of what's come to mind of the things that you would like to focus on in the new year. That's all for this episode. I look forward to chatting with you next time when we dive in all about how to prep for New Year success, and I will see you then. Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining me for another installment of the Unapologetic Mompreneur podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, I would love for you to leave me a rating and a review so that other mompreneurs can find this podcast too. Here's to unapologetically becoming the mum, wife, biz owner, and woman you know you are meant and deserve to be. I can't wait to chat with you in the next episode. Bye for now.